There has never been a better time than now to come join the Bellisio Foods team. Bellisio has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellisio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit BellisioFoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellisio team today. Visit BellisioFoods.com/careers to learn more.
Well, happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the morning show right here on Main Street TV. And Jennifer here, of course, to start off the morning with our good friend and resident artist extraordinaire, Matt Wilson. Welcome.
Thank you.
Of course, it's always fun to have some very, very talented folks, since I have no talent whatsoever in this body of mine other than running my mouth. So it's always fun to have like artists and different people on the show that can talk about many, many different things. And you actually are here today to talk about the Foothills Arts Festival.
Yes. Foothills Arts Festival is this week. Open to the public on Friday. We're setting up today. When I leave here, we're going to hang.
Going to hang art, that is.
Hang art, yes.
Okay.
Hang art, yes.
All right. Well, let's back up for a minute, and in case people don't know you, tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name's Matt Wilson. I am the current president of the Southern Hills Arts Council at the Markay here in Jackson. I am from here. I've lived here my whole life. 32 years old, artist. I work at Kroger Pharmacy.
If you're like, I know that guy from somewhere, the Kroger Pharmacy. I don't think other than being here, you ever get to leave there. Do you?
Nope. I'm surprised I'm not there today.
I was going to say, I don't know that I've ever known him not to be there. So yes, if you're looking at him saying, wait, that guy looks familiar, Kroger Pharmacy.
Kroger.
So tell us a little bit about, how did you get into art?
So I've been artistic my whole life. I don't remember a time not being like sitting down drawing. Like all my cousins were out playing, and I'm like, I don't. That's not for me. I want to draw. That's not for me. But I mean, I didn't really take it seriously until like I was probably 2012, 2013. And then I started trying to like really advance it and sell it and show it and that sort of thing, and just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah. So what is your favorite medium as far as art? Because you actually have some beautiful drawings hanging in the atrium at Archinetti's.
Yes.
And so you did some prints and things like that. But what is it that you like to do? I mean, art is so broad.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My main thing is I paint with acrylics. But then I delved into lino cuts and printmaking, which I love doing that as well. But if I'm going to do something for a show to show off like my main thing, it's going to be painting. And then I've started to delve into like digital stuff with like my iPad and Procreate and that sort of thing. So yeah, I like different things. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Procreate is 2 words, just to let you know.
Procreate. Procreate.
Yeah. If you make it 1 word, it sounds dirty.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I was waiting for you to catch it. He said it so fast.
I haven't had caffeine yet.
Oh, honey. All right. So, no, that is really cool. And I just have always been envious my entire life of folks that, like, have any artistic talent. Because, like, to me, like, okay, for you, for example, you can sit down and how does something get from here to there? Like, do you just see it in your mind and it just comes out?
Yeah.
Because I see blank.
You see blank?
Literally blank. Like, I'm like, oh, I would like to draw a horse, or I would like to draw an apple. And there's a serious disconnect between here and there.
So, I mean, there is a difference, I guess. Different people are different. Different artists think of things differently. So some people can like look at this clock or look at, anything in this room and like draw it because they see it. And then some people can just draw what's in their mind. I can do that. That's boring to me. So I like to do whatever's in my mind. So mine stuff's a little more whimsical, a little less realistic, and a little more surrealistic. So, but yeah. So, I don't know.
Jealous. So jealous.
Sorry. I'm jealous that you are good at talking on this. So
I guess we all have to have our own little talents. But no, so, okay, cool. So there you are. That is some of your artwork, right?
Yes. So I do different expos and stuff throughout the year and set up with little things to sell. And that's one of those pictures there.
That is so cool. And your art is so fun.
Thank you.
And I think, when you set out to do you have like, okay, I want a mood to be expressed, or is that just kind of your mood?
It's just kind of my mood.
Because your art is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a serious person. I mean, I like to keep things fun, and I laugh a lot. So
because some stuff can get dark.
For sure, yeah. And like I've tried to do a lot of dark stuff, and it still comes off a little like cartoonish or illustrative or whatever. It's still fun. It's not like oh, that's serious. So.
Yeah.
And that's fine with me.
Like you're going to cut your ear off kind of thing.
Right, exactly.
No.
Like send it to somebody. No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want you to do that. But no, I think that's really cool. So let's talk for a minute about, it's been a while since we've explained this. Let's talk for a minute about the Markay, the Southern Hills Arts Council, and the Art Festival, and the different, explain each different organization.
Okay, so like I said, I'm president of Southern Hills Arts Council, and that is made up of a board of, as of right now, I think we have 12 people on the board.
Okay.
And we function outside of the Markay. Like, we are a group that is housed within the Markay. The Markay is a location of a gallery and a theater, and we run the happenings that happen there, whether that be an art show or a performance or what have you. And then the Foothills Arts Festival is a festival that is put on by the Southern Hills Arts Council. Used to be at Cantor's Cave, but we have a new location this year.
Yeah.
At ParksEdge here in town on Main Street. And it's an open festival for any artist of any medium to come and exhibit their work, maybe sell it, maybe win a prize or whatever. Yeah.
So that is super cool. And I can remember, and you are way too young to remember this, but I was talking with Amanda about this on Friday, Pete yesterday, that the first art festivals that I can remember as a little girl, and of course my mom was quite an established artist and for many, many years. And I can remember going out to the winery.
Okay.
And it being out there, and they had like art and tents and inside the winery, and gosh, that was a few years ago. Everything to me is a few years ago.
Just a few years ago,
yeah. Just a few years ago. And then I can remember moving from there out to Cantor's Cave, which is a beautiful venue because the foliage and stuff this time of the year is just absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
But sometimes you outgrow spaces and whatnot too. So then you've opted this year to move back in town to ParksEdge, which is the old Ponderosa building, if you don't know where that is.
Yep. So we had a really hard time thinking.
There it is. Is there setting up?
Yep, there it is. It's a beautiful space. We had a hard time trying to decide if we wanted to switch it from Cantor's Cave because it is so beautiful out there, and it has. I think Foothills really took off, and that was kind of part of its identity was Cantor's Cave, and we have a lot of older artists in the community that like to exhibit, and it's a little harder for them to get out there because it's off the highway and driving is an issue. And then COVID happened, and we decided if we were going to make a change, this was the year to do it, to try it.
Sure.
And if not, then we'll go back. But so far, so good.
Right.
So
yeah, you can always go back. So you weren't able to have the festival last year, huh?
Correct. Yeah, it was canceled because of the pandemic and
as everything else
yep.
has been.
Yep.
For us. I've never in my life. I mean, we've all lost a year.
Yeah,
it
2020 didn't happen.
Disappeared.
Yep.
Yeah. Started watching that show Manifest, and now I'm terrified to get on an airplane. Speaking of losing a year or 5.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, you don't know what I'm talking about or what we're talking about. If you watched it,
I haven't, but I've heard all about it. So people at work watch it. So
it's freaky.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. So, all right. So let's talk for a minute about the art festival itself and what people can see, when it is, what they can buy, all of that stuff.
Okay. So
different categories, perhaps.
For sure. So I'll start with the categories because that's the biggest change. Prior to this year, we had, I think it was 7 categories. We had acrylic and oil, watercolor, photography, enhanced photography, 3D. I'm going to miss some. I know I am. Multimedia, maybe. I can't remember. Anyways, we had several categories, and each, whatever the artist specialized in, that's what it would go into. This year's a little different. We have a amateur 2D, amateur 3D, professional 2D, professional 3D, and then youth 2D and youth 3D. So whether you do, if you consider yourself a professional artist, which you do, you have the talent, you just said it a little bit ago. And so say you are a professional 2D, you do watercolor.
Can I hang myself on the wall and just talk?
Yeah, that'd be great. And talent's talent, you know? So you're hanging yourself in professional 2D.
Okay.
And that's going to be judged against, somebody that maybe has a professional 2D watercolor or acrylic and oil or photography. It's all combined into one. Just the 2Ds are against 2Ds and 3Ds are against 3Ds. So.
Okay, so talk for a minute about 2D versus 3D. I assume, would that be like pottery and stuff like
Correct.
that?
Yeah.
Versus...
So 3D is anything that is 3-dimensional. Most of those
sculpture.
Most of those don't hang. Those are on podiums or on a table. Sculptures. I know we have Sean Gentry entered this year. He's got his what is it?
Oh gosh! So last year I remember
3D printing.
He did like Godzilla or something a few years ago.
We have another artist. I don't remember her name, and she makes these big ceramic kaleidoscopes, and like you can actually like go in and look, and like there's like glass that you spin. It's super cool. Like this is my first year helping out on this side of Foothills, and like being able to see all the artwork as it comes in and like talk to the artists is amazing. So we have a lot of nice stuff this year. So but yeah, that's the difference between 2D and 3D. Is 2D is going to be hanging, it's going to be paintings, photography, prints, what have you, and then the other stuff is...
So that's really different from what you all have done in the past, because in the past there's been a photography category and an oil and acrylic, and then a multimedia category, and so on and so forth.
So the decision was made kind of with the idea in mind that other shows that are similar to us kind of do the same thing. They put everybody against one another instead of specific categories. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I
you
like
can always change it.
Right, yeah, we can always change it. This, like I said, this was the year to try to change, or, try the changes that we wanted to make. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Any other art show that I've ever been a part of, other than Foothills, has been this way.
Okay.
So Foothills, but that's kind of the other side of it. That's Foothills' identity a little bit with Cantor's Cave. So, we'll see.
Yeah,
but I think it's going to go really well. So
I think it will too. And
as an artist, and not just the board, I enjoy it. So
there you go. Yeah. And I mean that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
So do you have actually any pieces in the festival?
I do. I have 2. I have a painting, an acrylic painting, and then I have I think I have one of the lino cuts that's in Archinetti's.
Yes.
And there, it's the Apple Tower one.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. So yeah, I just have 2. I didn't have enough time.
When you're planning the festival, you don't have time to put stuff in it.
Nope, didn't have enough time.
Very cool. James, did you say you had some pictures of like where they were setting up, or did you show them already and I didn't notice?
Well, I showed the one.
Okay.
And then
maybe we
there's
can.
the crew.
There we go.
There's
Bob,
the crew.
Paul and Randy.
Now that's a crew for you.
Listen, and they did such a great job. Like they had some high school students helping them load in those the panels, but the 3 of them built pretty much the entire grid, and we had it planned a completely different way, and on the fly they had to figure it out.
Oh, no way.
Yep. So
and that's tough.
Yep, they did a great job.
There's a lot of work that goes into setting this thing up. Like, it's just kind of like the Apple Festival and other things. You show up and it just magically appears and it magically disappears. But behind the scenes, there are actually people putting all of those panels together and designing it and all of that.
So we started the actual preparations, months ago, obviously, but Sunday we did artist check-in from 12 to 5. So artists came in, we had a little system, James was a part of it. Did you come Sunday or did you come Monday?
I came Sunday afternoon.
And artists brought in their artwork, we had to tag it, we sorted it, and then we did that again yesterday. And then now check-in is over. If you missed it, you missed it. You don't get to check in anymore.
Tough tootie.
And today, once I leave here, like I said, we're going to hang. And then tomorrow we have judges coming in, and they're going to judge it within the categories that I had said. And then Thursday is our reception, which is for winners, or not winners, it's for everybody. It's for artists, and then the volunteers and the board, and the purchase award patrons, and then the winners will be announced that night as well. So
and that's so cool. So you all do a best in show, and then awards within the category, and then some honorable mentions as well.
Correct. So we have a best in show. We have a first, second, and third in all 6 categories that we have. Some honorable mentions, and then we have a Patricia Ely Most Creative Award. So it's in memory of Patricia Ely. I didn't get the pleasure of meeting her, but and I think that is a audience voted thing. I'm not sure on that.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. And then the best of show is out of any of the first place winners. So,
sure, and then they pick the best of show, and that's really, really cool. And what an honor!
Oh yeah,
to be able to win that coveted award.
Oh yeah.
So Thursday, there's actually kind of I don't want to say private reception. That sounds snobby, but like a reception for folks where they can come in, and you have the ability at that point to start putting your name in the hat to purchase
for sure
some of the pieces.
So we sent out our purchase award patron stuff in previous weeks, and those people that pledged to be a purchase award patron gets first pick on any of the artwork that's being sold for this year for the Foothills. So at the reception, they will have the opportunity to walk around and say, this is the piece that I want to put my pledge towards. And so I think Cora's teaching me everything about this. So the purchase award patrons go around and they draw a number, and then if I draw number 1, I'm the first pick out of all the purchase
lucky
awards.
You.
So,
it's kind of like Squid Game.
And if you want to be a purchase award patron, it's not too late. You can go to Foothills Arts Festival @gmail.com or call or text Cora, and she will get you set up, and you can be part of our snobby reception as well.
Hey, you said it.
It's not.
No, it's not snobby at all.
No.
I'm just kidding.
But it is fun.
It's a blast.
It is. The Foothills reception is part of the reason why I've done it every year, because it's fun. You don't get to do that much as an artist. Like other shows are so far away from here, like you may not be able to go to the reception or what have you. So it's a lot of fun. There's good food, music, good company.
Yeah, we don't get to do that much in our hometown. You know, it's like stuff you see on the movies, but it's like right here in Jackson.
Yep.
So very cool.
Yep.
All right, so then Thursday's a reception. Yep. So then Friday, the art show actually opens to the public.
Yes. So Friday, October 15th, it is open 10 to 7 here at ParksEdge on Main Street. And we'll have children's activities and scavenger hunt for kids. We have a little separate room for all of them. And then Saturday, October 16th, 10 to 7 as well. And then Sunday is our last day to the public, and it is 12 to 5. And then we shut down.
Okay.
And it's over until next year.
It is. Yeah. And if you saw on that graphic over to the left, James wants to put that back up,
There we
What
go.
does it say there under the logo? It says free
admission. Yes.
So you can come and enjoy some of the premier artists.
We have 77 artists.
Yep.
And we have 255 pieces registered. So
For free.
for free. Yep. And they're from all over the place. We've got people from Jackson, Wellston, MacArthur, Athens, Hillsborough, Columbus, Oak Hill, Waverly, and some big names from each of those places as well, as well as some of our big names from here, like Bob Eisnagel, Paul Brown, all of those people. So.
That's right. And I can remember, volunteering a few years ago and checking in pieces. And I mean, I couldn't believe the how far people drove to enter their pieces into the thing and checking them in. It was really, really cool.
For sure. Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, this is my first year doing it, and it's completely different being on this side of it than just being the artist bringing in my artwork. But it's awesome. I loved it. So it's cool.
Yeah. So get there this weekend starting Friday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
You can take a look around, be a lot of fun. And, it's just relaxing.
It is. And
chill out.
And it's in the middle of town, so you can go get food and
Plenty
then
of
go.
parking.
The park's right there if you want to have a little picnic and then go inside or go down to Archinetti's whenever you guys open and eat and then go make a day of it. And then we have in the gallery space right now, we have Bob Eisnagel's show, and he's got 74 pieces in the gallery right now.
Correct, at the Markay.
At the Markay, yeah, and they're amazing. So if you just want to hop down all the way down Jackson for an art thing, I mean, it's not often that you can do that, but it's cool.
It's not, and there's part of Bob's show, and the fact that he ever said, I don't know if I have enough pieces to make a show, I'm like, Bob,
honestly,
love you.
Honestly, the pandemic was great for him. It's great for a lot of artists because there was a lot of downtime, and what are you going to do when you're bored? You're going to make stuff, and that's what he did. But his scratch boards are amazing. I had him in school as an art teacher, and I never really got to see any of his stuff because he was always helping us, and he didn't have time to do his own thing.
Sure.
And I mean, I didn't even know how amazing, but
Now you do.
When you teach it, I guess you can teach yourself along the way too. So
that's right, and so you need to get down to the Markay. Yeah. You can do that starting. Let's see, what is it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Noon to 5.
12 to 5. Yep.
Yep. So Friday, you can go there, go to ParksEdge, and I mean, you can just have art running out your ears.
Yep. You can start at the spot, get you some coffee and some breakfast.
I like it.
Right, and then go to the Markay. Look at Bob's 74 pieces, and then go down to Archinetti's for some lunch.
There you go.
And then go down to ParksEdge and look at some art. The bar might be open. You can get your little afternoon drink.
Get you a little nip.
So if you're going to the reception on Thursday, the finals of Stockroom Idol will be going on at the same time.
Yes, they are.
Back and forth. And if you're going on Saturday, Stockroom will also have live music Saturday evening.
Yes, and we have. Is our live? Do you have the Ryan Daniels thing?
I do.
Is he Saturday? I think he's Saturday as well.
Where did I put him? I know I've got him here.
We've lost Ryan. There he is.
Yeah. So once you're done, if the music at ParksEdge is not your thing and you like a little more of a country vibe, then you can come back to the Markay after your whole day of art and see Ryan Daniel. And if you're a veteran, it's free.
Holy moly.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on this week.
There is. Well, while we're at it, can I throw one at you?
Yeah.
So only in Jennifer World do we throw together a fundraiser for our furry friends in 1 week. So this coming Saturday, in conjunction with our fun club, that we do at the brewery every Saturday morning at 11 a.m.
Okay.
Where we do a fun walk, run, roller skate, bike. We don't care what you do. Just show up. This is breaking news, are going to have the dog pound will be there. They're going to have around 10 pound puppies to meet. We need volunteers to walk them on our walk. And then you can get to meet them. So there will be at least 10 adoptable dogs there at the brewery that you will get to meet. We're going to have, if you want to bring your own dog and go on the walk, we're going to have doggy biscuits and treats that we make for them. And they're also going to do $10 microchipping.
Okay.
So if you have a doggy that hasn't been microchipped, you really need them to be. It's a big thing. So we're going to do a fundraiser Saturday morning too. So that's something else that you can add to your day.
Yeah, for sure.
So for the dog pound, and also we'll be collecting donations of bleach, real bleach, not the scented kind or the gel kind.
Yep.
Pine saw, real pine saw. And also, you know something that they need that they were telling us yesterday? They need big dog toys.
Okay.
Like for the big dogs.
Okay.
So if you bring in donations of that, you're going to get a coupon for the brewery for like a free chips and salsa or queso.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while you're here, I thought we'd...
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Listen,
we may as well just throw it all out there.
I love dogs.
So you know what you could do? You could walk the dog right down Main Street and check out, not take them into the art show, but you'll be walking right past it.
Right.
And then you can come back later and go in the art show.
For sure. Yep. No, definitely. That's awesome. I love that.
So So help some puppies out along the way too, while you're out seeing art.
Art and puppies. I love.
Who doesn't like art and puppies?
Right.
Right? Doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, is there anybody you wanted to thank along the way, or?
Yes, we've got several sponsors. We have the Martin family, City of Jackson Visitors and Conventions Commission, Leach family, the Willett family, Atomic Credit Union, Belicio Foods, the J. Floyd Dixon Foundation, Icenoggle Custom Picture Framing, and the Brown family donated for in memory of Jim Brown. So those are our sponsors for the year, and they helped out a lot. Some of that went to the the prize fund, some of that went to construction, that sort of thing. So
and this isn't a small ordeal to put on.
It is
folks.
not.
So every little bit helps.
Yep.
And it's just a fun time. It's going to be a wonderful weekend and a fun weekend here in Jackson. And we hope that you all get out and about.
Yeah, we're hoping so. We get the word out, and
there you go. So tell us a little bit about what else does the Southern Hills Arts Council have on the agenda?
So, like I said, right now we have Bob in the gallery space at the Markay.
Yep.
And then we have Ryan Daniel this Saturday coming in for a performance. And then next month we have, I think we're going to keep Bob's show so it's so big. Since it's so big, I think we're going to keep it for 2 months. So November he will be in the gallery space as well. And then we have November 5th, 6th, and 7th, we have the Apple City Players doing a Farndale Christmas Carol.
Yes, it'll be so fun.
Jules Stewart and I are directing that one. So
I have a little teaser for that. Play it.
Yeah, if you want to do it.
Let's do it.
See myself that way too.
All right.
Yay!
I'm sure most of you know Matt and I joined the local arts council, and it's opened up a lot of opportunities for us.
It really has. Tell them why we're here today.
I will. Matt and I are here today because a highly revered acting troupe from England wants to perform at the Markay, and they asked Matt and I to direct it.
They did, and these guys are legit.
Oh yeah, they're legit. This cast, phenomenal, okay? I am talking the most The cast is here. Did you let them in?
I thought I locked the door.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We need to have a serious conversation about the dungeon that you call a dressing room.
Okay, we can talk to the board. There's been a lot of renovation.
Did you know Elvis played here?
Elvis. Okay, so...
I thought I threw that away.
Yeah, me too. Anyways, these guys are absolute professionals.
Excuse me.
Yes, Mercedes.
Is it true Elvis took a shower here?
Well, he's not.
Yes, he did. He did.
I'll be back in a jiff.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Now, Jules, just
Yes.
one more thing.
Sure.
The
Give me just-
lighting in here is not really
if you could just...
flattering to me.
Mrs. Reese, I love your dress. Can you tell me where you got it?
Oh, this old thing.
Yeah, she's gonna talk forever about
Yep.
it.
Oh,
Where would you like this?
over there, Gordon. Just put it over there.
So join us November 5th, 6th, and 7th for a Farndale Avenue's production of A Christmas Carol. It'll be like nothing you've ever seen before.
Probably don't want to see it again.
Mercedes is singing, isn't she?
She is singing again, yep.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be fun.
It's good. They're doing a great job. We had practice last night. It's a lot of fun. I don't know. Jules and I have done film in the past, and we've directed stuff, little short films and that sort of thing. And they asked us to join them, and it's been fun ever since. So
I think that's amazing. And tell everybody just a little bit about the Christmas Carol.
So
it's gonna be.
It's a play within a play.
It's a play about a play. It's kind of like Seinfeld.
Yeah. So
that's a show about nothing. This is a play about a play.
Yeah, it's very meta, as the kids say.
Meta.
Meta. I don't think kids say it anymore.
Just look it up.
Yeah, just look it up.
Yeah.
But so it's a play within a play. So our cast is playing a different cast of people, a different troupe that's from England, and they are putting on A Christmas Carol. So it is about them just royally.
Those people weren't really British.
I know, their accents are spot on. They're all local, surprisingly.
How did we find that many British people
I
here
know,
in Jackson?
Right. So yeah, they're playing other characters playing A Christmas Carol, and it is about how they just royally mess it up. It's a lot of hijinks and a lot of humor, and they're all playing like 4 different characters within the Christmas Carol. So like Tiny Tim is played by the woman with the dress. It's hilarious, and like Bob Cratchit's played by a woman, and Cratchit's wife is played by a man, and it's just they think
awesome.
They think that they are just the end all be all of acting troupes, and they just mess it up. So, and the Apple City Players had done another Farndale production in the past, and all the Farndale productions are pretty much like that. They kind of mess up, and it's funny and whatnot.
That would be one I could act in.
There we go. We've got some more auditions coming for the next one, so we'll let you know.
The pressure would be off. You could just mess up and no one would know.
Right. So
no, that would be actually, I feel like, double difficult, because you're having to act, but you're acting like you're messing up, but you're not messing up.
Right.
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yep. It's
Confusing.
a lot of scene direction, a lot of cues that if they're missed, the joke's lost. So
yeah, I would mess up the wrong way the entire time.
Yeah. So
people will be laughing at us, not with us.
Yeah. So but they're doing fantastic. Like they're doing a good job. So
good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them do it, because I did some drama in high school, but that's as far as it went. Like I think I was in 2 productions. That was about it. So, but it's been fun.
So I love that. So that will be in November, kind of the first weekend in November.
5th, 6th, 7th in November.
Kick off your holiday.
Yes. And then the next weekend, I think the 13th, is Rock for Tots, which I think we have a poster for it as well.
Yes.
And that is the benefit that John Pelletier, thank you, puts on, along with all of those featured artists there. It's fantastic. I heard great things from the last one that we had. So
yeah, they do a 60s show, and it is a little bit of everything. And you've got so many talented people up there on the stage, and it's all for a great cause.
For sure, definitely. So we're excited to have him back that weekend, and then I think that's it for November. And then December, I have my own show going in December in the gallery at the Markay.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. It's getting down to the wire, and I don't feel like I have enough stuff. Feeling it. Yep, but we'll be good. We'll pull it out. And then I feel like there's one other. We have a Madcaps performance, which is like a puppet for kids, but I don't remember the date on it.
Okay.
So sorry.
So lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of things to end the year out. So
I've had a few people, and I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Do it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I've had a few people ask me recently about Evening with the Arts.
Okay.
And it seems like something that used to be huge deal, and then kind of went, I don't even know what happened.
Yep.
And then Is that or is that not going to be a thing again?
It will be a thing next year.
Okay.
We're already planning some of the stuff. The problem is we didn't know when like restrictions and stuff were going to be lifted.
Right.
So we didn't know when to have it, and then it got to the point where like we don't have enough time to make it happen this year. So we are definitely having it next year. I don't know. In the past,
it used to be around St. Patrick's
Day.
So I remember.
That's the other thing with it is that it's been all over the year. Like it's been in the early spring, late spring, end of summer. So we're gonna try to find a for sure date that's
like the
Foothills.
spot.
Foothills has its own.
Right.
Like we know it's in the middle of October. It's always going to be in the middle of October. So yes, Evening of the Arts will be coming back, and we will have it announced soon. So
and it will be fun.
Yes, I've never had the pleasure of being at one, but I've heard great things. So it sounds like a lot of fun. So
yeah,
and for good cause too. I mean, it raises money for us and whatnot. So
yeah, and that's the cool thing is you can go, you don't have to get super dressed up, but you can get all dressed up if you want to. You can go. Mm-hmm. It's a great fundraiser for the Arts Festival or the Arts Council. Yep. So many things to participate in. They have entertainment. They have food. It's just a really fun night.
For sure. Yeah, and it's like we were saying, like we don't get a lot of these things in town, like the Arts Festival, but like we don't get to dress up a lot, and take the opportunity. I take the opportunity anytime to dress up, and you can't be overdressed. You can just be underdressed.
Correct.
So
just go for it, man.
Just go for it.
Diamonds, tuxedos, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Top hats.
Yeah,
canes.
Love it.
Yeah. Just
don't hit each other with them. I can see that happening.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. Like Dumb and Dumber style.
Yes. Straight up.
Yeah.
100%. Yep. All right. So is there anything else you wanted to, while you're here? I mean, the chair is yours, man.
I mean, I think I hit all my points. Okay. I mean, I did what I came for, I think. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, let's recap the weekend one more time, starting this coming Thursday.
Yes, so Thursday we have the artist reception, and we'll have the winners announced that night. The Purchase Award patrons will do their thing and pledge to buy some artwork. And then we have Friday, 10 to 7, here at ParksEdge. We'll have children's activities, like I said, scavenger hunt. That will be all weekend.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. The scavenger hunt
Can I play?
Yeah, for sure.
How old? What's the age
cutoff?
Listen, if you want to do it, you can do it.
I want to play.
Because it's going to be like, we're going to have, a list set up and like go find the painting that has a duck in it. Or, go find the painting that is expressing minimalism, or, some stuff like that, kind of to get the art juices flowing.
Yeah.
So, it'll be fun. I'm going to do it.
I'm just excited to see how many paintings have ducks in them now.
Right, exactly. I don't know if I saw any that had ducks coming in, but there were a lot of birds.
Wouldn't it be funny if like 75% of the art
had ducks in it?
Right.
Joke's on you, Matt Wilson.
Joke's on me. They're all ducks, even my own. So yeah, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 7, children's activities, stock room will be open. So if you want to go over and grab some food, some drink, it's there. And then Sunday, 12 to 5, and then we shut down.
Very, very good. And again, there's activities for the kids.
Yep.
So if you want to come, bring them, and they're not particularly happy about having to walk around with mom and dad.
Right.
No problem.
No problem.
They can be
we've got some
occupied
activities, scavenger hunt. I mean, maybe they like art too. I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
I can remember, I always enjoyed going to the art festival because there's so much different stuff all in under one roof.
Oh yeah.
So cool.
For sure. And it's, there's music playing and, just kind of a day of it. So.
A little bit of everything for everybody.
For sure.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. So did you see, I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Okay.
Did you see any pieces like that got checked in that you were like, oh, whoa.
Like blown away talent? Yeah. There were so many of them. It was,
really?
Oh yeah. It was crazy. Like, let's see. There's this girl that I think she's from Chillicothe, and her name's Savannah Fout. I'm pretty sure her last name's Fout. She's 16 years old, and she is amazing. I'd never seen her stuff before. She does a lot of like portraits of celebrities and musicians and stuff, but like she'll like take a musician, she'll draw that musician, and then take a song and like inspire the rest of the picture from it. And it is fantastic. Like she's so good. She's way beyond 16 years old in talent.
Sure.
She's amazing. She blew me away. I mean, obviously we have like Jerry and Rico from
I was
Point
going to
Pleasant.
say,
Right.
if Jerry's there, I
Yeah.
mean, you're just like literally your hair just blows
Yeah.
back when you see his stuff.
Yep,
It's
Jerry and Rico
crazy.
from Point Pleasant. He's got a couple pieces, like at Bob and Paul. Like Bob's scratch boards are amazing. There's a woman from, I think she's from Hillsboro. Her name's Vivian Ripley. Like she's, I guess, well known around here. I've seen her stuff. It's funny. Cora and I were talking. I was like, I remember the name, and I don't know, like I don't remember the pieces, but I remembered her signature at the bottom. The way she writes her signature, I remembered it. But she's got some amazing stuff. And then, like I said, those kaleidoscope things, ceramic kaleidoscope things, those are super cool. Ethan Michael, he has some wood burning in the show, and he's got a guitar that is wood burned and painted, and you can play it like it's functional,
Like it's a guitar.
and it's amazing. So we've got a lot of cool variety this year.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's
excited.
very, very cool.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, we'll let you get out of here. I know
Okay.
you need to go set up.
Yep, I need to go help Cora hang. I think she's by herself right now. So.
Oh, bless her heart. We won't hang up Cora. We'll hang up Art.
There we go.
So when do you need me to come down so you can hang me up?
If you can be there when you're done here,
Okay.
we'll find a place for you. And
Would you just promise to bring me some food and
Yeah, for sure.
drinks?
Yes, we'll get you a straw and
Okay.
get your.
And I will just hang there and talk all day long.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay. I'm gonna enter myself.
Right.
God, I'm surprised somebody hasn't done that yet.
And listen, you never know. Artists can be some of the strangest people sometimes, because I am one and I know that. So.
That's what makes it fun too.
Yes, for sure, definitely.
Yeah. There's no wrong art.
No, definitely not. Well,
I mean, I guess it could be kind of,
I mean,
like if I tried to draw something, it would be wrong.
it's subjective, right? Objective? I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know the terminology
Subjective.
there. Subjective. Yeah.
So, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Do you know how like the high school? You went to Jackson,
I
right?
went to Jackson. Yep.
Like we used to have the arts festival,
Yeah.
and so the only thing that I ever entered that ever won anything were like my like poetry
Okay.
and things like that. And
Mhm.
I think they kind of incorporated all of that stuff into
Yep.
into the arts festival. But I had to laugh so hard one time. Do you remember the things we used to do? And I forget what they call it. It's like where you write a poem, but it's in the shape of what you're writing the
Mhm.
poem about.
Yeah, I don't remember what the poem is called.
Like
either,
if it
but-
was like a poem about a dog, you would do the outline. You would write the poem in the shape of a dog.
Right.
And I forget what that was
Yeah,
called.
I don't remember what it's called either, but I know what you're talking about because they made us do them.
Yes, and we were like, okay,
Right.
super. So one of my friends one year, and he won. He just did a straight line. And it was like a straight line goes on and on and on forever for infinity.
Huh.
And it was just a straight line all the
That's
way across
hilarious.
the page. And it like won.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was just being a smart aleck.
Right.
But really it was genius.
Right, yeah. I
Too.
mean, it's like one of those things. Like if somebody paints like a red stripe down a canvas and like sell it for $18,000,
Right,
like
you're
it's
like,
the same
it's-
idea. Like the most simple thing you can think of is
Yeah.
So
I remember
That's
they were called like
hilarious.
concrete poetry or something like
Yeah.
that. I forget what it was called.
Huh.
But yeah, just a straight line.
that's hilarious. I'm gonna start doing that.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna be a poet.
Giving you an idea.
There you go.
So I googled it, Jen.
Yes.
They call it several different things, but concrete poems is one of the names.
Oh, is it? Okay.
There you go.
I don't know where I pulled that out of.
Mhm. Just the
Concrete poetry.
high school memories.
Yes. Haiku. and
Haiku, yeah.
all the-
Limericks.
Oh yes. Had to do
Limericks.
the limericks.
Yep.
Hey, Jen, we just got a question asking what time your Dog Pound fundraiser is going to be.
Oh, thanks for asking. Much appreciated. We're going to start at 10 in the morning. The walk will be at 11. And then just kind of hang out until, everybody's met the dogs and whatever. I'm thinking maybe like noon, 1. There's not an Ohio State game Saturday. So all of this stuff going on in town
should be uninterrupted by football.
Absolutely.
And your event is at 6 Cents, right?
Yes, correct. And and I think that was Crystal Finch. I want to give her a big shout out because and the kids from the Leo's Club at the high school, they always are so kind to come and volunteer and help with the dogs.
That's
and
awesome.
All of that stuff too. And they have they have 3 events they're working that day.
Okay.
On Saturday.
Oh, nice.
So
busy. Everybody's busy.
Everybody's busy. Yeah. So I think that there is the Lions Club is having a fundraiser that day. And what was the other one? Something at the... Now I feel bad. Now I have to look.
Yeah, do it.
Let's look so we can be very informative of all the things that's going on. So the Lions Club is doing their veals, and that's going to be Friday, Saturday, 11 to 7 at the Farmer Sportsman Fish booth.
Okay.
So they're going to be doing veal sandwiches, and they're going to have pop and water, cash and carry out only. And then what's the other one that they're doing? Sorry, I just want to make sure that I get that. Oh. Yes, Pete talked about this yesterday. There is a vaccine clinic at the Family Life Center at the Christ United Methodist Church, which is right beside the police station, 9 to 12 this Saturday. So the Leos are going to be there helping that as well. And that is your boosters, your first shots, your second shots, your any shots you want to get.
Yep.
Flu shots. What's the other one? What did Pete say? Was it pneumonia?
I don't remember. I thought it's COVID boosters, and flu shots. I don't remember if he said something else. I feel like
there was one other one, but I could be.
And I'll say this as well. This has nothing to do with me, but if you feel like you have COVID and you cannot find a test anywhere, the local libraries have them. They have the at-home testing. So
they do?
Yeah, Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill all have the at-home testing. Because at Kroger, we haven't been able to keep them in. They send us like 5 and we sell out.
Right.
I know the Wellston library had 3,000 of them at some point.
Oh, wow. So okay.
If you're looking, go there. Because
if you have any concern whatsoever, please go get it.
For sure. That's where we've been in the pharmacy sending people because we can't keep them in, and I know that they have been. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Hey, there's a tip from Matt Wilson putting on his Kroger hat for the minute.
Yep.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's so much stuff going on this coming weekend. So, please get out and about and enjoy.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Well, Matt, get the heck out of here so that you can go hang 200 and some pieces of art.
255.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
All right, let's head on over to your weather forecast where you can, of course, thank you, Matt. We'll see you soon. Don't forget, brought to you by Total Media Radio, where you can download the app and listen to live local radio on your phone by downloading that. And you have any of our local radio stations at your fingertips, which is pretty cool. All right, so partly cloudy today with beautiful temperatures, highs around 79 degrees. For tonight, mostly clear, lows around 56. For Wednesday, partly cloudy with highs around 78 degrees, so gorgeous. Thursday, again, highs around 83, 82, 83, something like that. So, and then a little bit of chance of rain creeping in on your Friday and perhaps Saturday, but we're going to say it's not going to rain on any of our parades on Saturday.
I don't think there is a parade on Saturday. Well, dog parade.
All of our parades. And when I say parades, I mean events.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think most
but there's going to be a dog parade.
The dog parade.
Are you going to come walk a dog?
Maybe.
You should come walk a dog.
I saw an interview with Franklin, say his name wrong, not Franklin Andrew Lloyd Webber. I was going to say Franklin Lloyd Wright. Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
And,
Fan of the Opera guy.
Right, who, in addition to writing Fan of the Opera, also wrote Cats.
Cats.
And they asked him what he did after he saw the Hollywood version of Cats. And he said he went out and bought a dog.
That sounds about right.
You know.
It is a little bit weird.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I mean, Cats the musical is a little bit weird too. So
It's all weird.
I don't know why people are surprised that they made a weird movie, but
yeah,
they maybe took it too far.
I don't know. It's like, is it weird or is it just art?
I don't know. I think it's weird. I think
Just
it's
weird.
Yeah, I think it's half finished computer animation. Cats that have like fur that is their fur, but also are wearing fur coats.
Yeah, it's definitely strange for sure.
Got a dog.
Yeah, I like it.
Couldn't take it anymore. So Matt said of the evening with the arts, you can't be overdressed, you can only be underdressed.
He did say that.
So I heard this story on the radio the other day about this lady that was invited to a charity auction by the company that she just started working for.
Okay.
And she was under the impression that this was like a black tie event. So she shows up in a ball gown, much overdressed to everybody else there.
Oh no.
So she starts off the night very awkwardly. And so it's this charity auction.
Yeah.
And so she's like, okay, here's what I'm going to do to like break the tension of me being like way overdressed. They're going to, there's all these rich people here.
Yes.
They're going to auction off one of these things. I'm going to jump up right at the beginning and make a bet with everybody here knowing, or make a bid, everybody here knowing that I can't pay it. Everybody will laugh, and then some rich person will outbid me, and it'll be a funny story.
Yeah.
So they bring out this like painting or whatever it is, and she jumps up and she goes, $20,000, and everyone looks at her. Because what she didn't realize is it is not an auction, it is just a pledge to buy the thing.
This poor girl should have stayed in bed.
And it is not a pledge for her personally. It is a pledge from the group of people whom she's at the table with.
No. Oh no. At this point they're like, get out.
Right. So she has to go back like backstage and like explain to this auction company what happened. And so they have this big like, tally board, like who's pledged the biggest donation or whatever.
Oh no.
And her company is like number one. And she goes back there and explains to them that it was like a joke and like that she has to take it back or whatever. So they go from number one on the leaderboard to the in front of the whole auditorium of people.
So bad.
Yeah. So that's the example of like worst case scenario for that.
Yeah, she should have just like stopped while she was, just
behind.
embarrassed the first time. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like those was it T-Mobile or whatever commercials where it's like cutting out and the chick shows up with a
Tom
costume
Brady.
on.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shoot, that's a good one. But anyway, lots of fun stuff going on this weekend.
It is a lot of fun stuff going on this weekend.
Don't say that you're going to be bored in this town. You literally do not have to leave the city limits of this town to have something to do all day long.
Yep. All kinds of stuff. Too much stuff, some people might say.
Too much stuff, that's right. But, again, there's important things going on. You have the Lions Club doing their fundraiser. You have us doing the fundraiser for the Dog Pound. You have the Arts Festival, which is a beautiful art show, but also a fundraiser.
Right.
So please get out and support these things. You have the vaccine clinic. I mean, there's just a million things going on.
The art show, it's a fundraiser for the Southern Hills Arts Council, but it's also a fundraiser for the artists. Because they're selling their art, right?
Correct.
And so, if you're looking for a painting for your living room,
sure.
Don't go buy one at TJ Maxx. Come to the Foothills Art Festival.
Have an original.
And buy an original piece from a local artist.
That's right. Yeah. And you're helping them. You're supporting that cause and supporting our local arts in general.
Yeah.
So pretty neat stuff if you think about it.
Yeah. And then, of course, we're going to talk about this more tomorrow.
Yes.
But the Oak Hill Pumpkin Walk is this weekend, too.
Did you go get your pumpkin?
I didn't. I should have. I think it's kind of like that scavenger hunt. Maybe full of ducks.
I want to see what kind of pumpkin that James comes up with.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll do our own pumpkin decorating thing closer to Halloween.
We could. I can remember was it last year the one that won and it had
It was
what did it have on it?
They made it Pinhead from Hellraiser, I think. It had a bunch of like studs all over it.
Something.
It was something really crazy like that.
Like whatever they did was so tedious that it had to have taken hours and hours to do.
Yeah.
I remember it. And I was
I do too.
Blown away by it. So yeah, we're going to talk about the annual pumpkin walk tomorrow. They're going to have different categories that you can win prizes. So like for carved pumpkin, painted pumpkin, scariest, funniest, best to show, all of that. So who will be here tomorrow? Is it Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis Strickland. Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. And he's going to tell us about, a handful of other things that the Village of Oak Hill has going on. They just got some of that grant money. They're going to be buying some new playground equipment and lots of exciting things.
And they just did those beautiful new signs at the outskirts of town welcoming you to the village, and they are just extraordinary.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Really pretty. So, all right, so have you started the Squid Games yet?
No. Well, it's on the calendar.
I finished it up last night.
Yeah. We'll get to it. Maybe. I watched the trailer and I was really disappointed that Squidward from SpongeBob is nowhere in it.
Yeah. You did ask me if there was actually a squid in it.
Yeah.
And actually Squid Game is a game that is a Korean game that little kids play. So that's kind of where the name came from. But past that, it's wild.
Yeah. The last Korean movie I watched, there's this Korean, it was like a Godzilla type movie that came out like when I was in like high school or college that was like kind of like a cool like indie movie, and the monster is like a tadpole, but it's like a Godzilla sized tadpole.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That would haunt your dreams.
Yeah. That's called The Host. So
The Host.
That's kind of my baseline for Korean cinema.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm not exactly sure why Squid Game has become as crazy popular as it has, but it definitely has. They were saying that
I guess the characters in the show all wear white Vans, the shoes. I read online where sales of
like fake ones, but yeah.
Well, I read online where sales of white Vans had gone up 7,000%.
I could see that, like the slip-on ones.
Yeah.
So, but they're saying that is going to be the biggest Halloween costume ever, like this year. Characters, because the characters all wear crazy recognizable costumes. Like basically, whoever had to do the costumes in this series didn't have to work very hard because there's like 4. But anyway, yeah. So they're saying that some users are selling their own versions on Etsy, and online you can find Squid Game costumes, but you can also make them. So there's like online tutorials about how to make the costumes. So anyway, it's going to be wild. But I sent you a thing yesterday. It was like a Simpsons graphic.
Oh, yeah.
It was like Homer Simpson at the bar. It was like Halloween 2021. Yeah. It is like Homer Simpson at a bar, and every single other person has on a Squid Game costume. So,
classic meme.
That's how it's going to be.
Yep.
For sure. And in news of good.
Okay.
News of the good. We'll end on a good note. There was a police officer in Michigan that pulled over an elderly man. Boo. Right?
Are we booing the police officer or the elderly man?
Well,
how dare he be elderly?
I know. No, got pulled over, 79 years old. So the police said, what's going on? You're swerving all over the road. Like what? And he said, everything in my life's going wrong. He was crying. He said his wife's in bad health, their adult son is mentally ill, and he said his wife just wanted a new TV to make her happy, but he couldn't figure out how to hook it up. And so, like, everything was just really, like, bothering him. And he was, like, crying and he was swerving because he was just, like, upset. So the officer's like, okay, we'll be over in a little bit.
So the police came in and set up his TV?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, I guess.
Isn't that so good?
Yeah.
So instead of, like, giving him a ticket and making his day even worse, they're like, we'll be over in a little bit and we'll help you.
Yeah.
And so they gave him a warning and they went to his house and he and another officer, and they showed up that evening, and an hour later, they had the TV working. And
that's good.
So, yeah. And he said that he would never have been able to set up the TV on his own, and that he thanked them. And I thought that was really sweet.
Well, that was nice of them to do.
So good for you, police officers.
So what you're saying is next time you buy a new TV, call the
cops.
cops?
Yeah, call the cops, have them come set it up. No. They were just being nice.
That's the moral I took from
that is
story.
Not the moral of the story.
Yes.
No.
Dial 911 next time you have
do that. See how that ends.
It's,
that will not end as well.
911, what's your emergency? Oh, I can't get this stupid
I can't get
this stupid TV to work.
Yeah, do not do that.
Do it. Do it and tell them that Jennifer told you.
Yeah, right. Thanks, guys. You know what? Go over there and turn this thing off. I think
I can turn it off from here. I think I figured out how to do it.
All right.
Ready to say goodbye?
Yeah, let's say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thanks to Matt Wilson for being here today. Thanks to James for making my life difficult at the end of the show.
Hello, officer.
We'll see you tomorrow.